Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. This COVID-19 pandemic has changed everything around the world, from a basic routinary way of living to celebrations of big events has suddenly shifted to new normal. Nonetheless, this will not stop us from celebrating the success of our learners, teachers, and parents as well. This is the best time where our learners will reap the fruits of their labor and sacrifices. This is the time to pay tribute to the hardships of their parents and the time to give honor to their teachers. This most awaited event has never been made possible without the support of our equally and highly esteemed individuals from the division of Oroqueta City, led by the very dynamic and very active Schools Division Superintendent,
Dr. Reynaldo E. Manuel Jr. Sese,
and the epitome of an empowered woman and our very active Schools District Supervisor, Mrs. Cinderella B. Romero, principals, school heads, and other distinguished men and women of the entire academic community, colleagues, members of the graduating class, proud parents, guardians, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is with pride and honor to present to you District 6 Virtual Graduation Ceremony for the school year 2020 to 2021 with the theme, Strengthening Quality Education Amid COVID-19 Pandemic. Kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya.
ang silanganan, alab ng puso, sa lidig mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiit. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mo baba, may nilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng matawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdirinig, ang bituin at araw niyang kailan pag may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw na buhay, ating pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming likaya na pag may mag-aapi, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Nagpapasalamat kami sa kinabuhing gihatag ka namo, sa kalipay na mong gipati, sa among pag-ampo, hinudungga kami. Salamat, salamat, Ginoo, walay sugod imong kaayo. Salamat, salamat, Ginoo, walay sugod imong kaayo. Walay pagmahay, Ginoo, sa among pagsalig kanimo. Ang kalipay ug among kasakit, gihalad kanimo, Ginoo, dungga kami. Salamat, salamat, Ginoo, walay sugod imong kaayo. Salamat, salamat, Ginoo, walay sugod imong kaayo. Salamat, salamat, Ginoo, walay sugod imong kaayo. Salamat, salamat, Ginoo, walay sugod imong kaayo.
Diyos na iyang Mindanao mabuhay, imahal na mong natawan. Mas bagon masiglapan malipayon, pagpara sa katawon. Magpapiling kaning kasing-kasing, ang kabanaan at kamalipayon. Isa ka numero ka ang magpaibabaw, ang kahon sa'yo kanina. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, Mindanao mong natawan. Bisag-usap ang kalimar, kami nang minahalan. Sa buhat at katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magkapiling na magkahiusap, kadahugan sa tanan. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, Mindanao mong natawan. city with people alive and happy. One for all for one, for peace and harmony. Oroquieta, to God be the glory. From the lofty green Malindang mountain, Layawan river ripples towards the plain. Its clear murmuring streams of crystal water nourishes all who care by flowing ever. Atrata, Oroquieta for unity. Avante, running for self-sufficiency. Onward for progress and prosperity. Today, tomorrow, till eternity. Singing birds, swaying trees, singing meadows, vast golden fields where animals feed aglow. Capturing the heart's desire is the sea. Beaches, fish, squid, shells, the people's glee. Come, let's join hands with full cooperation. Bound with love, sincerity, and devotion, to truly continue the sacred mission. In Jesus' name, Oroquieta marches on. Atrata, Oroquieta for unity. Abante, running for self-sufficiency. Onward for progress and prosperity. Today, tomorrow, till eternity.
Renowned spiritual and political leader of India, Mahatma Gandhi, once said, and I quote, "Strength does not come from physical capacity, it comes from an indomitable will." Today, our dear learners have truly exemplified their inner strength to endure and complete their education despite the challenges of this global health crisis. Department of Education Secretary Leonor Magtoris Briones, Region 10 Regional Director Dr. Arturo B. Bayocot, Oroquieta City Mayor Honorable Limuel Merrick M. Acosta, City Vice Mayor Honorable George T. Almonte, City Councilors, DepEd Oroquieta City Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Rinaldo E. Manuel Jr., CID Chief Mr. Francis J. Buak, SGD Chief Madam Perlinita L. Godove, fellow school leaders, proud parents, our dear learners, friends, ladies and gentlemen, warm greetings of peace and love from the City of Good Life. I know that our learners are looking forward to this moment, the completion and graduation ceremonies. As much as we wanted to physically celebrate with you today, things turned out differently, not the way we wanted it to be, as our mobility is being restricted for our own good. Nevertheless, we're having this virtual completion and graduation program because we believed that no crisis or pandemic could pause or stop us from pursuing your dreams. This year's theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, is timely and relevant, especially in this unprecedented academic year, as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to pose challenges, threats, and difficulties for education. We rise above adversities and we remain strong and steadfast in our belief in ensuring the continuity of quality education and the protection of our learners remains a top priority. Despite the challenges of facing an invisible enemy, the Schools Division of Oroquieta City, through the leadership of our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rinaldo E. Manuel Jr., is one with the department's unwavering commitment and devotion to lifelong learning as a non-negotiable basic human right of our learners, including the marginalized groups of children in our community. Thus, it is with great pride and honor to be given the opportunity in welcoming you all today in this meaningful occasion of our completers and graduates, and to celebrate and recognize this important milestone in their lives. Congratulations, DepEd Oroquieta City graduates and completers. Abante, atraka, Oroquieta kita!
Maayong adlaw, Oroquieta. Way to go. Graduation is the way to go for students. My congratulations to the graduates of 2021. You have survived this and finished a milestone in your lives. You have even hurdled one unique kind of schooling or education because of the pandemic. You are the first batch of graduates that have undergone what it is to be doing a different kind of learning landscape. Online learning, modular learning, blended learning, whatever it is, you are the first graduates to have ever tried this, and you made it. Moving forward, you will be facing a different challenge in life. And one of the major challenge is finding a job. Dinhi sa dakbayan sa Oroqueta, kita naningkamot nga mapasulod ang mga investors to spur economic activity in the city that will hopefully translate into jobs. Creation of more jobs for Oroquetanos. Because it cannot be denied that employment somehow will lift an individual from poverty. Perseverance is the key. Persevere and believe that an opportunity will come before you in God's perfect time. And in your journey to the future, be Oroqueta's ambassadors of good news. Help the government speak of truth, of love, of goodness, and let us continue to partner for a better Oroqueta. Daghang salamat and God bless us all.
Isang maalam at matagumpay na araw po sa ating lahat. Mula dito sa amin sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon sa Amihan ng Mindanao. Graduation, completion, or moving up ceremonies are testimonies of excellent coordination, genuine hard work, and great love. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck the world, hitting the various sectors including education, the Department of Education, through the competent leadership of Secretary Leonor Magtolis Briones, firmly accepted the challenge to continue education, bravely wrestling with the challenges of the pandemic and unceasingly finding solutions to address any emerging problems. Amidst all these difficulties, emerged excellent coordination across all levels of governance and the different stakeholders, with the teachers at the forefront of delivering the basic education learning continuity plan. And here they are, our learners, who willingly submitted themselves to blended distance learning, painstakingly learning the ways of the new learning landscape, and successfully accomplishing all their academic requirements through genuine hard work. But these successes would not have been possible if not for the great love of the parents and guardians who have been selflessly offering their prayers, time, and resources. In other words, the successes of our learners, our teachers, our leaders, and the Department of Education at large, with the unwavering support of all our stakeholders, are products of our collective decision to succeed as one family. On behalf of the entire DepEd Region 10, allow me to thank and congratulate everyone for this great feat, which attests that DepEd indeed is on track. But just like what is said in our theme for this year's end of school year rites, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic, we need to be on our toes. The COVID-19 pandemic is real, and so are other education emergencies. All together, let us rise from this pandemic, recalibrate our learning continuity plans, and continue to deliver quality education for our learners, the heart of DepEd 10. Muli, binabati ko ang lahat ng nagtapos sa taong ito. Hangad namin ang inyong patuloy na tagumpay, anumang landas ang inyong tatahakin. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng buong may kapal. Marami pong salamat.
Good afternoon. I, Rosemay S. Olivar, Head Teacher 3 of San Vicente Alto Elementary School, have the honor to present to you the candidates for kindergarten completion, of whom 14 are males and 14 are females, with a total of 28, and grade 6 graduation, of whom 14 are males and 15 are females, with a total of 29. For the school year 2020-2021, I hereby request the Office of the Public Schools District Supervisor to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
Good afternoon. I, Leticia J. Balais, Principal 1 of Apil Integrated School, have the honor to present to you the candidates for kindergarten completion, of whom 8 are males and 6 females, with a total of 14, and grade 6 graduation, of whom 8 are male and 5 are females, with a total of 13. For the school year 2020-2021, I hereby request the Office of the Public Schools District Supervisor to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
Good afternoon. I, Renato Pedro Dalia, Principal 1 of Buena Vista Elementary School, have the honor to present to you the candidates for kindergarten completion, of whom 11 are males and 11 are females, with a total of 22, and grade 6 graduation, of whom 13 are males and 15 are females, with a total of 28, for the school year 2020-2021. I hereby request the Office of the Public Schools District Supervisor to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
Good afternoon. I, Dorminio Caes Jr., Head Teacher 2 of Cusmi Cagas Memorial Elementary School, have the honor to present to you the candidates for kindergarten completion, of whom 7 are males and 3 females, with a total of 10, and grade 6 graduation, of whom 13 are males and 5 are females, with a total of 18, for the school year 2020-2021. I hereby request the Office of the Public Schools District Supervisor to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
Good afternoon. I, Don Escatungal, Head Teacher 3 of Tulipos Alto Elementary School, have the honor to present to you the candidates for kindergarten completion, of whom 9 are males and 8 are females, with a total of 17, and grade 6 graduation, of whom 13 are males and 5 are females, with a total of 18 for the school year 2020-2021. I hereby request the Office of the Public Schools District Supervisor to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
Good afternoon. I, Christopher T. Bunyal, Principal 1 of Dolian Integrated School, have the honor to present to you the candidates for kindergarten completion, of whom 6 are males and 6 are females, with a total of 12, and grade 6 graduation, of whom 7 are males and 5 are females, with a total of 12, and junior high school completion, of whom 8 are males and 11 are females, with a total of 19 for the school year 2020-2021. I hereby request the Office of the Public Schools District Supervisor to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
Good afternoon. I, Evelyn Joy Pipage, teacher in charge of Kanuanan Tribal Elementary School, have the honor to present to you the candidates for kindergarten completion, of whom 2 are males, with a total of 2, and grade 6 graduation, whom 1 is male and 1 is female, with a total of 2, for school year 2020-2021. I hereby request the Office of the Public Schools District Supervisor to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
Good afternoon. I, Darren Jake B. Gomez, teacher in charge of Malindang Elementary School, have the honor to present to you the candidates for kindergarten completion, of whom 2 are males and 3 females, with a total of 5, and grade 6 graduation, of whom 5 are males and 4 are females, with a total of 9, for the school year 2020-2021. I hereby request the Office of the Family School District Supervisor to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
Good afternoon. I, Reggie Y. Dalugaog, Head Teacher 3 of Victor Enerio Memorial Elementary School, have the honor to present to you the candidates for kindergarten completion, of whom 7 are males and 8 are females, and a total of 15. And grade 6 graduation, of whom 12 are males and 6 are females, and a total of 18 for this school year 2020-2021. I hereby request the Office of the Public Schools District Supervisor to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
I, Cinderella B. Romero, Officer in Charge, Office of the Public Schools District Supervisor of District 6, after scrutiny of the requirements submitted in my office, I have found that the learners have completed the requirements for kindergarten completion, grade 6 graduation, and grade 10 completion. I therefore certify that these 125 candidates for kindergarten completion, 147 candidates for grade 6 graduation, and 19 candidates for grade 10 completion have fully satisfied the requirements prescribed by the Department of Education. Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Rinaldo Emmanuel Jr. CESI. They now await your confirmation.
By the authority vested in me by the Secretary of the Department of Education, Leonor Magtulis Briones, and as the Schools Division Superintendent of DepEd Oroqueta City Division, after having been presented by the school heads and duly certified by the Public Schools District Supervisor of District 6, that you have completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum, I now confirm you completers, graduates for school year 2020-2021. Congratulations and mabuhay kayong lahat.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So Maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate, and therefore you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the Parent Teachers Associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
San Vicente Alto, male. Aganos Timothy Franz F. Balustre John. Calizo Christian James. Intaya Lance Kistler C. Lim Francis Emmanuel G. Namik Renz N. Obot James Bryle M. Onyas Fredicarte Jr. A. Regalado Aaron Nathan Gabriel A. Rivera Jean Michael C. Rosal James L. Saderon J.M. M. Sanchez Jovincent C. Tresares Gerald Stephen S. Female Andus Kaisel Ann C. Buwale Chanel Jace B. Koning Althea Jen A. Ego Shaira Markiana J. Labor Miley Rose P. Lagane Jezeli B. Lantape Rhea May T. Morales Zaira G. Pardillo Jeochil Nen P. Paredes Andrea May L. Soriano Honey Rose A. Taan Tricia Faith. Teniedo Margaret Jane A. Inahan Chica A. San Vicente Alto, Grade 6 Male. Alvinda Chris Nathan A. Apag Janmel Andrian M. Balilis Seth Primos L. With honors. Balustre Glenn. Bual John Lester N. Kapapas Adrian M. Dumayo Jevi D. Rizal Exilar Ezekiel L. Santiago Cesar Alexis S. Soriano John James. Suno Louis J. S. Tiong RGL. Tumulak Romaico Ray M. Yagumyom James Clinton I. Female Alerta Laika May D. Baguio Eileen S. Bilar Edsel Vine M. Chua Ruby Ann T. Chua Saraya L. Garay Hannah Stella A. With honors. Maisling Erich V. Paklipan Lovely May A. Pausanos Eliza Bridget M. With honors. Pecore Kezia Nicole M. Pepito Rose Jean S. Salvalion Catria P. With honors. Sambalan Remery G. Saranshal Lovely Joy S. Tanzo Jean Alexis. Still Integrated School, Kindergarten, Male. Albatera John Amadius C. Villano James D. Estabas James Reed D. Estabas Jason M. Leopoldo J. Hart. Raffles Neil Aaron R. Raffles Rafael Antonio G. Sanchez Lee R. Female Banyares Angel Faith O. Duhay Lungsod Zenaya S. Gomez Genevieve L. Umandam Steph Sion Novelen E. Pangasian Arlen A. Rivera Brenda Rose Jen M. Galieto Michael Vincent O. Humble Matt Lawrence O. With honors.
Lusay Julian L. Meringues Junel A. Octao Remar G. Palyar Daniel S. Palyar Ronnie R. Yanoya Johanne Jr. S. Female Daroro Shaira Jane M. with honors. Trabajo Shelo with honors. Dahal Joanne Trixie Y. Estabas Angelica with honors. Penaso Nikki Marie B. Buena Vista Elementary School Kindergarten May. Aguhub Jan Rashid G. Amores Quincy-Van D. Batapa Francis Gabriel S. Blasco Hiram Lu L. Blasco Hiram Well L. Camacho Regil Kent L. Castillano Isaniel Q. Ending Randolph Arn R. Gabuli Prince Matthew. Taok Williams L. Undag Jeron E. Female Balios Nuela Mitch B. Kalubag Shaira Kit G. Delgado Thea Tiffany G. Estabas Maria May M. Gabuli Jessa Marie B. Gabuli Maan M. Gabuli Mayan M. Saidon Hanikisha C. Tabamo Mylene A. Tunayon AJ May. Yagumyom Shanley Jen. Buena Vista Elementary School Grade 6 May. Kalubag Keith Adrian A. with honors. Clavite Ruben Jr. B. with honors. Gabuli Carl Brian M. Gabuli Zoran M. with honors. Igot Clint John S. Indus Christian Rowley M. with honors. Luguban Joel Jr. O. with honors. Mananaong Arki U. Prieto Christian Dwayne C. with honors. Saldong Clark C. Sanchez Justin Lee R. Tabamo Justin A. Tabugol Charlie John E. Female Ambuang Janelia E. with high honors. Amores Liza G. Amores Rosalinda G. Batapa Micah Pauline E. with high honors. Borja Lorian B. Borja Yoneline B. Kalubag Angeline L. Kalubag Regine G. Imperio Kimberly C. with honors. Gabuli Chris Lorraine B. Gabuli Jillian R. with high honors. Romanilius Haname C. Sanchez Jairame S. Tibong Marjivic E. Isik Zara Kate E. Cosme Cagas Kindergarten May. Bagalanon Glenn Vincent D. Bagalano John Jared A. Kalimpong Renz Cedric O. Gabulit Christian J. B. Tabamo Brent Brian B. Tiquil Kenneth Jared A. Tinay Jeff T. Female Bunyao Carol Denise A. Gomez Ashley P. Gomez Pretty May C. Cosme Cagas Elementary School Grade 6 Male. Abuang Devin Jake V. Balan Julieto Jr. A. Dalin Rafi B. De los Reyes Mark Ray E. Gabuli Angelo Levan E. Jacob Saidamen A. Laurente Keith Justin P. Maestrado Real Jr. G. With honors. Pastrano Mark Jasper T. With honors. Salvanera John Paul P. With honors. Tabamo Stephen Lloyd B. Talarok Aidan E. Tinay RG Jr. C. Female Abaw Novame. Carpo Ferry C. Dahaw Juhaira S. Pacho Wendy Rose B. Tumulak Hannah L. With honors. Dolipos Alto Elementary School Kindergarten Male. Antido Van Daniel B. Bugahot Liam Shael T. Dakop Noel Jr. M. Dumona Paul Jasper S. Eslit James Joshua A. Gumapak Josel Jr. A. Osilaw James Kelly T. Sunugan Carl Ivan S. Female Amante Jarivi A. Balbido Princess Nicole A. Clapano Mary Andre P. Dakop Rizel Joy M. Kulo Hazel May S. Tahilangko Maika May P. Palyar Elaika M. Quijano Laura Mel M. Perez Angel Shane P. Dolipos Alto Elementary School Grade 6 Male. Ambrosio Edmar J. S. Balili Jimmy Boy A. With honors. Baloncio Ian C. Buwala John Lloyd O. Buwala John Day A. With honors. Kalakat Kem A. Kamangon Noli Ray Jr. A. With honors. Dakop Arnel Jr. M. Durban Irvin D. Gumapak Josh A. Palyar Prince Julian M. With honors. Sabado Jake H. Sumakal Raincy C. Female Balonsyo Beverly Shane B. Kalakad May. With honors. Dakop Eliza May. Limitares LG T. Osilaw Jamaica T. Duyan IS Kindergarten May. Arapo Joshua Nathaniel S. Bukawil Dave B. Garbo James Mayer T. Maghanoy Rene Jr. D. Pateno David Dwayne. Tual Mark Kenneth J. Female Balili Rinalyn P. Bitanghol Rika C. Dampales Belaniraya M. Garbo Mary Jane Clear M. Mehoy Florami B. Sumago Hazel I. Duyan IS Grade 6 Male. Babantor Siegfried M. Balcon Kent James C. With honors. Kagamkam Mark Lawrence C. Gatap James Martin G. Maghinan Migs Ivan P. Orot Mark Klein V. Tare Emmanuel James B. With honors. Female Bahaw Angel Joy E. Balbido Mary May A. Kating Janeline P. With honors. Kulot Genevic M. Garbo Charis Joy C. With honors. Dulian IS Grade 10 Male. Ambuang Edelberto Jr. E. Bugarso J.R. L. Hayaw January B. Lagamon Noel Jr. P. Monilar Welbert D. Pokpok Mark J. C. Postrero Giovanni D. Saldivar Algie R. Female Bahaw Danica Juliet E. Berhame Junalyn S. Kalakad Rashlene M. With honors. Ebaw Reza A. With honors. Gata Jacqueline May G. With honors. Sambalan Krista Jane C. With honors. Sosobrado Cyrene Jane T. Sugalam Miriam. Sumailo Jenny P. Tual Melanie J. Tumagna Jerilyn E. With honors. Kanuanan Tribal Elementary School Kindergarten. Bolieno Larry T. Macas Nathaniel I. Kanuanan Tribal Elementary School Grade 6. Sambalan Librado D. to Magna Cherry May I with honors. Malindang Elementary School, Kindergarten May. Balyoso Kurt Kevin C. Undag Eugene G. Female Balolong Irish C. Pangasinan Iza Love. Panuebo Janaya Feb M. Malindang ES Grade 6 May. Bataluna Alexander Jr. B. Kalimpong Maiko T. Kaluno Joderick A. Roble Genric R. Sumanduran John Romeo S. Female Dumao Rhea B. Gabuli Nel Jen S. Mananawong K. Raquiles Sheila B. For Emerio Memorial Elementary School, Kindergarten Male. Dai Jerry Jr. M. Lapad Earl J. G. Madarimot Zeth Andre. Maisling Sian Raf L. Pausanos Jomar A. Raffles Rance Russell Che. Sapong Sean Kemp M. Female Balanding Princess Anne T. Dumao Vanessa Dale D. Paruhino Ashley Nicole C. Paruhino Kisha M. Raffles Richel A. Richa Angeli S. Talarok Maurice M. Yedes Lorgin P. Victor Inerio Memorial Elementary School, Grade 6, Male. Alberina E.J. D. Alberina Gerald D. Bunyao John Lennon R. With honors. Planilio James D. Inerio Elton John P. Lapot James T. Madarimot Kevin J. Paruhinog Ivan R. Paruhinog Junrey E. With honors. Pausanos Rex Leister C. With honors. Pausanos Ray Gabriel C. Tapales Jerusalem B. Female Balyarta Jovelyn B. Daraido Algin May P. Hinaot Meryl Rose B. Paruhinog Chesalie L. With honors. Saldivar Princess Jewel V. Sumiagon Crazil Joy L.
It was 5 years ago when I dreamed of fulfilling my elementary education with flying colors. Today, together with my batchmates, we celebrate the success with happiness and fulfillment that despite all the struggles and hardships we were able to surpass together. To our school's division superintendent, Reynaldo E. Manuel Jr., PhD SASI, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Roberto D. Napiere Jr., to all the school administrators from the different schools of the newly created district. District 6, headed by PSDS Mrs. Cinderella B. Romero, San Vicente Alto Elementary School Teaching Force headed by Mrs. Rosemary S. Olivar, guests, parents, fellow graduates, good afternoon. Speaking to all of you is having the feeling of happiness and pride because I have proven to myself that I can be the best despite the present situation our country, the whole world even is experiencing right now that affects so much, especially in the field of education. I would like to begin by saying, thank you, COVID. Oh yes, you heard me right. You might be all wondering why such words were uttered. I thank COVID because for me, C stands for closer. This pandemic makes me closer to my family. Studying with my parents serves as our bonding. It gives us the opportunity to know more each other's strengths and weaknesses, which made me respect them even more, and of course to my siblings as well. Oh, for open-minded. I got to learn at an early age that life does not give us nor guarantee us all the comforts we desire. The school year 2020-2021 was a bit challenging to all of us and to our parents as well, who became instant teachers at home. We will always keep in mind that everything happens for a reason. V for vigilant. Over the past years, face masks, face shields, and alcohol have been the most essential supplies to all pupils in addition to our ballpens, papers, crayons, notebooks, etc. I was able to embrace the so-called new normal. I for integral. I'd like to believe that as a 12-year-old individual, I became an integral part of the community. I realized that my cooperation in the observance of the minimum health protocols would greatly contribute to the safety of our community. Thus, I know my worth even more. D for determined. The said new normal brought by this pandemic made me even more eager and determined to do well in my studies, to aim and soar high. These are just few of the many lessons I have learned all throughout this school year in the times of health crisis. Above all, this COVID-19 pandemic taught me to always choose to see good in every situation. A positive mind finds opportunity and blessing in everything. I would like also to grab this chance to express my gratitude to my parents, family, teachers, and to all the people who contributed in the success of the school year's theme, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic. I am immensely grateful for your patience, understanding, and sacrifices, all for our benefit and welfare. Truly, you are our unsung heroes. Because of you, we can say we made it. Above all, I thank God for constantly guiding, protecting, loving, and keeping us in His loving arms that we are all here today celebrating our graduation. To my fellow graduates of 2021, here before me and behind the screens, I have shared with you my story, our story, and the current conditions that span the world. May we all continue to conquer our battles, be it within us and among us. And if the world has been and would certainly be a bit hard on us, may we all remember to always choose to see good in every situation. Hence, blessings shall pour upon us. Congratulations to all of us. Thank you.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me for the Pledge of Loyalty. We so solemnly pledge that we will be faithful to our alma mater and we will cherish its ideals and uphold at all times its traditions of service, that we will work incessantly and devotedly to help secure a better and fuller life, not only for ourselves and family, but above all, our community and country. This we pledge, so help us God.
Congratulations, dear graduates. May you continue to dream big and soar high. Bring with you the values and learnings you have learned in your alma mater days. closing hour has finally arrived. Tomorrow, new challenges and opportunities await our graduates that will further test the mettle as improving individuals. As they continue with their journey, may they look back to this occasion in their lives with fondness and pride. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the District 6 Virtual Graduation Ceremony, school year 2020 to 2021.